I wanted to talk a little bit about Kundalini energy.
Okay.
So my Facebook profile and my YouTube channel is Gabriel Kundalini, and I had a very powerful and overwhelming Kundalini awakening experience in 1994 when I was 22 years old, and could that be considered a walk-in experience?
Yes.
Okay, because my experience of it is that it brought in a much greater consciousness, a much more intense experience of consciousness.
That could definitely be the point of invitation, as they call it, yes.
I see.
In fact, that's quite common with soul braids. You're not a soul braid, though.
Okay, I haven't heard that term. What's a soul braid?
It's where the current conscious, so let's say that your physical body is being fed by a source stream directly from source. So we're not forking to an extraterrestrial being first. We're just coming straight from non-physical energy into physical human reality.
Okay.
And what will happen is a second one that is an extraterrestrial consciousness will come down and braid with the first. So a person is sort of like this it looks like a spinning energy, which is why we call it a braid. Is that the two soul streams are wrapped around one another, one that is coming from source energy to physical human, one that's coming from source to extraterrestrial to physical human. Make sense?
More or less. I'll probably end up watching this video afterwards and picking up on some things that I'm not picking up on at the moment.
So that's common with the soul braid. Quite often when people have major awakenings, it can be an invitation for separate beings to participate in the perspective. And thus you'll start to realize everything's different to you, your perspective is different, you feel like a different person, and you'll sort of go through a period of feeling like you don't know which person is talking to whom, and like you're two different people or three different people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. I think of Kundalini energy as being the goddess energy. Does that make sense to you? Or is that limiting it too much?
I think it's limiting.
How would you describe it?
Kundalini is beyond gender. It is vital life force energy here. And I would consider it more the unification. So as people come more into alignment with Kundalini, they'll come more into alignment with the non-genderness of their being. They'll come into alignment with the essence of who they truly are as spirit bodies.
That kind of feeds into another question that I had, which is that you've said that energy doesn't have gender,
Yes.
but isn't our physical bodies manifestations of masculine and feminine? I mean, aren't there masculine and feminine energies?
Yes, but that's a thought. So when energy condenses to thought, now we have masculine and feminine energies. So that's present before, of course, a physical female develops or a physical male develops. But when we say energy, here's the thing of the semantics again.
Yeah.
When we say energy, I mean the previous to all of this. The energy which is just potential energy, quantum fields.
Yeah. Okay, I see. That hasn't been delineated into masculine
Yes.
and feminine. Yes. Gotcha.
But there are a great many delineations from this unity, which could be considered male or female, and we would not call those energy, whereas they are not physically manifested. Makes sense? So even though it's not physically manifested, it doesn't make it just energy. And to most people it does. To most people there's either matter or there's energy and there's nothing in between.
Yeah.
But there are many things in between.
Yeah. And matter is just energy anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're in circles again.
Yeah.
I love this about spirituality and it bugs me at the same time.
The attempts to describe it, you
Chase
mean?
our own tail.
Yeah. Yes, it's both fun and maddening. But that's the challenge, is to bring these concepts into the 3D realm.
Yes.
Yeah. So is the current phase of history basically the second coming of Christ?
Yes.
Okay. And it's a
And
mass.
then the desire, because this is what happens. You've got this powerful being which comes in at the exact time in accordance with human asking to deliver new information which would bring people into the new wave of consciousness. And after that, we went into kind of another spiral where a lot of that truth was lost, and now there's so much curiosity focused towards that one being and towards what the truth actually was, because it was at a time where nothing was recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was recorded badly and through other people's mouth, and so there has been a large desire in the human race because of the focus on Christianity, because of the Abrahamic religions, of course. And there are so many people incarnated that are part of the Abrahamic religions that it has been a desire for many years, especially by virtue of the wars we've been having for that sort of original truth. What did he really say to basically come back?
Gotcha. And so multiple people on Earth are in the process of manifesting Christ consciousness, basically.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's sort of like this one being saying, okay, fine, I'm going to come back hundreds of people strong and see if you hear me this time. It will come through multiple different ways. So back when it was inconceivable that anyone would listen to someone who was a female, for example, but Christ consciousness will be coming through many females this time.
Oh, yeah.
It'll come through many bodies, so it's kind of going to test us in terms of looking for truth, separate of the image it comes through.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is obviously one of the most important elements right now, is the bringing forth of feminine wisdom.
Yeah.